This big building behind me is 106,000 square feet, and inside they make plastic parts for products we use every day, like cars, trucks, office chairs, and more. These get shipped to countries like Japan, Mexico, Canada, Germany, and they're used right here in West Michigan. They use state-of-the-art technology like injection presses, sprue pickers, and servo-driven robots. Welcome to We Make It Here, right here in West Michigan. When this company got its start with only 2 presses in 1994, its founder and CEO was 34 years old and one of the original 4 employees.
I'm Noel, and I work for Primera Plastics. When I was in 6th grade, I owned a landscaping business.
Noel, when you were growing up, did you ever imagine you would own your own business, let alone be CEO and founder of a multi-million-dollar company?
Never did I dream it would be this big. I was born in a small town called Westlake, Texas. We're migrants. You work the citrus fields.
That must have been so hard, just keep moving while you're in school.
Very hard, because you couldn't make friends. Your classes, you were always falling behind because you were never there long enough to really learn.
Noel, what do you make here at Primera Plastics?
We make interior trim for the auto industry, office furniture, and office medical furniture. But it goes beyond that. We create jobs.
What does the word work mean to you?
To defy the expectation, just always striving to do something better for tomorrow. So what am I going to do different today to make tomorrow better?
When Primera Plastics got started in 1994, Ivan Teeple was 19 years old and a team leader at Finish Corporation. Ivan, what do you do here?
I'm a senior process technician. I oversee the technical department, training, fix problems, samples, cost savings, stuff like that.
Well, there's so much going on in here. It looks really cool. Do you ever get a chance to have some fun while you're at work?
Yeah, actually fun. We get to program the robots. I mean, that's usually pretty neat. Been here 13 years and I still like programming them.
What subjects do you wish you would have enjoyed a little bit more that could help you on the job today?
Math definitely helps you out in an industry like this. Math skills, be able to do equations for a lot of the things that go on here.
When Primera Plastics started in 1994, Jeff Norr was a process engineer at Prince Corporation. So Jeff, what do you do now?
I'm responsible for engineering and the technical side of the business here at Primera.
Well, let's go back in time a little bit. What did you always want to be when you grew up?
I wanted to be an astronaut.
And what do you make here at Primera Plastics?
My group specifically designs the tooling that's required to make the parts. We also then make sure that we introduce the product, and that whole process is called launch. Taking the product design and the product concept and putting it through a series of specified actions to develop it and put it into manufacturing and then actually into the marketplace. A product launch process, it's not as illustrious as launching into outer space, but it's still a lot of fun.
When Primera Plastics started in 1994, Ed Lopez worked at Lifesavers as a production supervisor. Ed, what do you do here at Primera Plastics?
I am production supervisor on 3rd shift, and that consists of supervising a crew of about 30 people in manufacturing, and that's technicians, inspectors, but anything on the production floor that has to come out, I'm responsible to make sure that it gets down in a timely manner.
Well, what was life like for you growing up in middle school and high school? Where were you?
I grew up on a farm. My parents were migrant workers themselves, so I remember getting up early in the morning at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and heading doing chores and getting ready and going to work. And as soon as 3 o'clock hit, school was done, and then my parents would pick us up and back to work where we were. So, there's things that had to be done. For me, as I look back growing up, working on a farm myself, my parents always pursued education, so can't get a job today without finishing high school first.
It's really cool to know that so many of the plastic products we use every day are made right here in West Michigan and used all around the world. And to think, it all started with an ambitious little boy working in the fields. Noel didn't know he would grow up to own a multi-million-dollar company, but he knew he wanted to make a better future for him and his family. It was that vision paired with a lot of hard work that created Primera Plastics.